for hanging out with me. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my pink polish collection from the brand OPI. This was a video that one of you suggested that you would like to see, or one of you had talked about. So this is a video that one of my viewers had suggested I share with you guys. We don't have a huge amount of pinks. As most of you guys know, I did a rather large declutter recently of my OPI collection. I know I ended up getting rid of a couple pink polishes, but we still have roughly about 8 to talk about in today's video. Each of these are staples for me. They are gorgeous polishes. They're ones that I know I have reached for. There is one in here in particular that is a cult classic for my personal collection. I have had it in my collection for several years. Haven't wore it quite as much as I wanted to, but hopefully we'll get a little bit more use out of it for 2025. So I think I'm going to kind of try to go lightest to darkest, possibly. That's kind of the plan with this. I will also say I don't think I'll have a huge amount of personal manicure photos for these polishes while I have wore them. They are on my old Instagram account, and as most of you guys know, I can't access my old Instagram, so I had to start over and start a new account. So I will try to do some research on Google, see what swatches I can pull. If I have any swatches, I will use them, obviously, but I don't know that I have anything. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see what we're going to start with. So the lightest shade that I had is going to be this one. I know I've wore this, but again, I probably don't have personal photos. So this is Two Timing the Zones. So this is a really pretty, pink. It is kind of like a mid-tone pink, I would say. This formula on this one was really, really good. I will say I don't know with each of these if they have a paddle brush. This one does have a paddle brush on it. I generally change out the OPI brushes for a KB Shimmer paddle brush because I don't like the OPI brushes. But anyway, so this is like a really nice, what would you call this? It's not a pastel, but it's kind of almost like a little bit of an orchidy pink. I will say it looks a little bit purpley pink in person. Really nice polish. I don't know what I paired this with when I wore it, but I know I recognize the name. I know I wore it with something, just not sure what. So this is one I got at TJ Maxx, I think. Most of these came from TJ Maxx. Really nice polish, gorgeous color. I will say I don't have any pastel pinks from OPI. What I had, I did not like the formulas of, so they got decluttered fairly quickly. I had one which is Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon that I thought I really enjoyed and went and used it a second or third time and decided I don't want that one. I have other pastel pinks from like Essie that I prefer much more. So I don't have pastel pinks for today, but I have them in other brands that I like. So next up is another one that was a TJ Maxx find. This is Arigato from Tokyo. So this one has a purple lean. This one definitely leans purple. When I am looking at Two Timing the Zones, it is definitely much brighter. So this one definitely has like a purple lean to it. As you can see, this is kind of almost like pinky purple. So I'm going to put it up against Two Timing the Zones. So here they are. You can kind of tell a little bit of a difference. In person, they are ever so slightly different. Arigato from Tokyo definitely has a little bit more of a purple lean to it than Two Timing the Zones. Both of these are really nice polishes. I did not realize Arigato from Tokyo had a little bit more purple to it though until I'm seeing them side by side. Really great formulas. I believe both of those are 2 coats. Great formulas across the board. So moving into some brighter pinks, this is one of my favorites. This is No Turning Back from Pink Street. So I got this one at, where did I get this? I want to say I picked this up through Ulta or something, and this was several years ago. I wanted to build up my OPI collection, and I think it was Ulta that they had a sale or something. I don't remember now, but I picked this one up just to try it. It would have been back in, I started this channel in 2020. It would have been maybe 2021, late 2020, I can't remember. This is a beautiful shade. It is a like mid-tone pink. Again, formula is top notch with this one. I don't know that the brush is changed out. I need to clean the bottle of this one. It is a mess. I did put a paddle brush on this one, so that makes application that much nicer. But this is a really pretty shade. I will put it up against Two Timing the Zones, because they are definitely two different shades in comparison here. So here we have No Turning Back from Pink Street, and then this is Two Timing the Zones. Both of these are really great quality pinks. I love these particularly. Let me try to hold them back here a little bit so you guys can kind of see the difference. I don't know if up close they're going to look quite the same, so this is what they look like side by side. Really great polishes, great formulas. I enjoy these. So moving into one that I wore recently. This was a base color for like a flaky from an indie brand. This is Spare Me a French Quarter. So this is a really pretty, kind of like deep berry magenta. I put this on, put it underneath. I did 2 coats of this color, I believe, for that manicure. I don't know that I have anything photo-wise of this by itself. I did pair it with a topper or a flaky polish, and I loved this. I wore it last year sometime, and holy moly was it pretty. I absolutely adored this. I did end up with an accidental dupe of this polish, so I did declutter that one. I believe I got this one at TJ Maxx as well. So this is really great shade. It paired beautifully with that flaky polish that I wore. This is a beautiful formula. I assume it probably has a different brush. Yeah, I believe most of these, if not all these, have different brushes. I went through and changed out a lot of my OPI brushes, and then, you know, was figuring out what I wanted to keep, what I wanted to get rid of, all that stuff. So we have a couple more here. This one, I don't know that I have actually wore. The name sounds familiar, but that could just be because I'm aware of it from other polish enthusiasts. So this is part of their Infinite Shine line, which I don't know that I have a huge amount of experience with. So this is here. Oh my goodness. I've got a ring light in front of me and my eyeballs are playing tricks on me because of my lighting. So this is Harajuku Get This Color. This is another one that I have heard lots of people talk about. With this being the Infinite Shine line, this has the different caps. I imagine this one has a traditional brush. I almost guarantee I didn't change it. Yeah, this has the traditional brush. I'll have to try to change that one out. But this one is kind of similar to Spare Me a French Quarter. Not quite. So we have Spare Me a French Quarter is here, and then this is Harajuku Get This Color. In tone, even, you know, kind of having them back here, they're definitely a little bit different. I have not wore this one. I need to pull this one out. I have my spring rack already assembled and didn't even think to pull this. I have No Turning Back from Pink Street on there, but this one might be a pretty one to actually add. I have not used the OPI Infinite Shine line of polish. It's supposed to wear a little bit better, so I definitely need to try it. If you guys have this one in the Infinite Shine, let me know your thoughts down below if it holds up well. I need to try that one. I don't buy a bunch of Infinite Shine line polishes just because, one, you don't always come across them, and two, sometimes I can have similar colors from OPI in their regular line. So this is one I believe I've wore. I really enjoy this line of polish. This is from a collection from 2021, I think. This is Mylar Dreams. So this one is a mid-tone pink linear hollow polish. This is one that I think I picked up almost all of these from that collection. It was a Christmas collection for 2021. LED Marquee is the blue in the line, and I love, 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 love that polish. It is one of my favorites. So this one is the pink version. I also have one that is like a purple. I think the only one I didn't get from this collection was the black, or did I get that one? I don't remember now. But these are really, really good. Roughly 2 to 3 coaters, but the sparkle with these polishes is gorgeous. I'm positive I've wore this. I know the name sounds familiar, but I can't recall if I wore it by itself. I might have. It is a really pretty polish, and this one is definitely going to stay in my collection because it is, this line is fantastic. I love their hollows. I hope they come out with more because they are just that good. I do need to change the brush on this one. It has not been changed out yet, so I will try to do that. 2 more here. This is probably one of my favorites. I wore this in, was it 2024? I want to say I wore it in 2024, but I won't have photos, unfortunately. This is California Raspberry. I bought this on a whim, got it off a website, was trying to build up my OPI collection. The formula for this is fantastic, you guys. Absolutely adore this polish. So this one has a little bit of subtle shimmer in it. This is one that I don't know that I knew that when I bought this. I bought it online, but the shimmer comes through on the nail. This is a gorgeous polish. It's almost a 1-coater. When I wore it, I did 2 coats, and I wore it with a white glitter crowley from, oh goodness, was it Polished for Days, or what's that other one? Oh god, I can't think of what I'm trying to say now. I have it. What is the name of that? Noodles nail polish. Maybe that's the one. I think it was a Noodles Crowley that came out in Polish Pickup a while back. I paired the 2 together. Really enjoyed it. This is a great polish. I love this. It's beautiful. If you don't have it and happen to find it somewhere, you're going to want to pick it up because you're not going to be disappointed. This is a beautiful, like, raspberry, hence the name. And then you've got that little bit of subtle shimmer to it, that silver flecked shimmer. This is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I don't wear it enough. It is just so good, though. I adore that one. So last up is a polish that I picked up when I got No Turning Back from Pink Street. This is Madam President. This is one I've seen Carolina from Gotta Love Polish talk about. Might have been one she mentioned for like a transition period between summer to fall, possibly. Anyway, I know she's wore it, so I think I ended up picking it up because of her, and I bought this, would have been in 2021. I wore it back then. I don't know that I've reached for it since, but I really should. So this is a really pretty, like, mid-toned, what would I call it, like a fuchsia, possibly, I would say. I don't know if the brush has been changed out on this one either. Yeah, it does have a KB shimmer brush. The formula is great with this one. I just don't wear it enough. It is similar to California Raspberry minus the shimmer. So we've got this one up here is Madam President, and then the one below that is going to be California Raspberry. So they're definitely not the same. They're similar, but obviously one has shimmer and one doesn't. California Raspberry is a hint deeper in tone than what this one is, but this is a great polish. I love this one. I just don't wear it enough. I have thought of destashing it just because I don't reach for it, and I have other polishes from like Essie possibly that are close, but it is one that I picked up several years ago, and it's one that I really enjoy, so I want to hang on to this one. But that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one.